Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. Well, this is probably one of the most accurate and clearly defining comment that I've ever read. And the author is A. Finkster. And he commented on Western journalism in regard to the posting that they put up of my video, which was why I sincerely believe all Democrats are mentally ill. And here's what he wrote in response to Lori, who also commented on that site. Yes, Lori, you have a similar analysis of the demeanor of the Liberal Party that I have, but I call it sophomoric. If you watch these major liberal players in the media and in politics, you will notice a similarity in their demeanor and their speech. A lot of them even act alike while holding similar views. I attribute it to their college years on campus and their recreational drug use, in the period of time that they have formed their adult characters that are even present to this day. If you notice, the major liberal players in Politico of late are mostly of the 60s and 70s generation, of the leftist radicals from campuses from across America. Bill and Hillary Clinton, Al Gore, Joe Biden, Newt, Brunner, that's Boner, the Speaker of the House, Kerry, John Kerry, McDonald, Holder, that's the Attorney General, Christie, Obama, Kennedy's, Bush, Reid, Al Sharpton, Pelosi, Jesse Jackson, Jerry Brown, and the list goes. While attending these colleges, they were involved with the anti-war drugs, free sex, and rock and roll culture, where they completed their education under the influence, where their minds were developed within the liberal education era of the anti-war mentality. Using drugs was a common thing on campus, and the hippie mentality was paramount in their social lives. Even when they moved into their professional fields, they maintained the mindset that had developed at school while giving up the hippie look. Look at Bill Clinton, for example, and all of his predatory sexual encounters. He was a swinger in his college days, even after he and Hillary hooked up. She was also. That's why she stood by her man during all of the White House sex scandals, not just for her political aspirations. And Al Gore was similar with his behavior. These people are the result of their youthful culture in rebellion to their heritage. That's why they accept homosexuality as a normal behavior, something that Obama and Barney Frank and others were involved with. Obama still is, I believe, involved with. I added that piece. In part, it's part of their character that has assimilated from the rebellion of their youth. They called it New Age and hope and change, things that went against the established culture, all while under the influence of recreational drugs and until this day under medications from their doctors. I can imagine about 50% of Congress and the Senate failing random drug testing. Personally, I believe it's much, much higher than 50%. And I have made mention of that in previous videos, that drug testing should be mandatory for all members of Congress. All members of Congress, as well as judges, anyone that can have a dramatic impact on the future of American citizens. Anyway, these major manipulations of our political process are true to their characters of their youth. Philosophical beliefs developed in their formative years in liberal college classes while under the influence of marijuana, hashish, LSD, acid, and the other favorite drugs of the times. He goes on to say, I have lived through this era and did not participate with the drugs, and know friends and family that have, and they are like-minded with similar demeanor characteristics. Isn't that a great piece of literature explaining why these people are so screwed up? I think it is. And again, the author of that document posted it on Western journalism under the video that they posted of mine. I hope you found it to be as of interest as I did, and if you did, you know what to do. Please pass it along to your like-minded friends.